shark is never one to pass up a fat fiesta. Electroreceptors at each side of the hammerhead's cartilaginous skull allow them to locate potential prey. Long a haven for small government ideologues, Port Clovis prides itself in its lax amusement park safety standards. Hunger is a driving force for the bull shark. The shark returns once again to her safe haven. Hunting bull sharks was made illegal in 1997. Many shark hunters get around the rule by not caring.
shark on him. He wasn't nothing but an itty-bitty boy. The fact that he was afraid of that Ferris wheel should have told me he wasn't never gonna beat no shark on him.
The third iteration of Pier 1 famously collapsed on the day it received historic landmark designation. Traveling around, we are constantly reminded of how man's intrusion has disrupted the fragile equilibrium of the marine world. The bull shark is known to be a voracious, if hardly discriminating, eater. Like most American cities, the founders of Port Clovis were Freemasons, and probably Illuminati, who congregated in secret UFO bases to perform Luciferian blood rituals. Vigilante fever has seized Port Clovis, making it dangerous for anything that swims.
Used to be my favorite lighthouse. People named me. drink with.
This one's bad tempered. Anybody else see that?
This protein supplement has 0 additives, so the shark doesn't have to worry about hidden artificial colors or flavors. Believe it or not, people paid over $12,000 to sleep in these tents and listen to Swedish DJs for an entire weekend.
They're calling it off. Let's go home.
The hunt is over, and there will be an inevitable rush on dollar drafts at Flamingo Joe's. The appetite of this shark is nearly insatiable. Have been known to eat echinoderms when desperate, to which I can very much relate. Really a gourmand, the bull shark will eat just about anything. Killing a sea turtle carries a criminal penalty of up to $100,000. But sharks are notoriously profligate. The predatory scavenger is off the evolutionary anomaly, the hammerhead. Loan Shark triumphs, overcoming her opponent's clearly superior depth perception. As twilight falls, Pete is in an uncharacteristically quiet mood.
This a dangerous job. It's not something unknown to me. Well, you want to see dangerous? Look at that, yeah? That's PT 522. My daddy crewed that off of Guadalcanal. He was Navy. Gunner's mate. Pacific Theater. But when I was 16 men, came back a day later with 3. Man survives all that. Just to die here in the Gulf.
What happened to him?
Oh, you don't like me saying this. But my daddy, his granddaddy, was killed by a mega shark.
I'm sorry. He's talking about a prehistoric fish that went extinct 2.6 million years ago.
I seen
Yeah,
it.
you were a kid.
Ain't they discover new animals all the time?
Sort of. Well, not exactly. In lots of cases, they're just corrections of species with different names. Also stuff like misspelling.
But I just say it. Maybe there are things in the water that ain't in your textbook. Stick around. Maybe you learn a thing or two this summer.
Whatever.
The ocean is vast. The majority of it still remains unmapped and unexplored by mankind. Perhaps Kyle shouldn't be so quick to dismiss his father's fevered ramblings.
That's the one what took my hand, all right. Get yourself ready, boy. Now we playing with power. Hey! You stop that this right now, second. God! She busting enough to get your attention, Annie? Come on! This is just a game we play. I got a non-beat for some bull. Need reinforcements. Don't drag ass now. I'm about out of patience. Couillon! Y'all working my last nerve, girlie!
Scaly Pete remains resolute.
Where's she at?
I don't know.
Big enough to toss him now, ain't you? Can! Get that can! Douse him! Pique-toi! Ah! We're about to blow! Get the off! Forget it, boss! He's just a boat!
What remains of the boat lurches, then slowly sinks to the bottom of the sea. The shark is now an elder, and thus begins a new battle against systemic age discrimination. Protein caches like this one are a convenient and tasty way for sharks to increase their protein intake. Prosperity Sands features glittering white beaches fenced off for the sole enjoyment of the ultra-rich, mega-rich, and super-rich. No one can tell what may be found in a shark's stomach. It's truly the ocean's garbage can. Sharks' propensity to clear the ocean of its assorted detritus is one of their most valuable functions. Over the course of a bull shark's life, it will ingest quite a broad assortment of flotsam and jetsam. When it was discovered that their Stonehenge replica was astronomically misaligned, enraged Port Clovians threw it in the ocean. This mineral supplement wouldn't be necessary if this shark ate a more nutritious, well-balanced diet. Even the self-driving technology of Gazorpazorp is not without its reliability concerns. To look at the coast is to recognize that the boundary between sea and land in the kill or be killed world of the sea, performance-enhancing mutagens provide benefits that could mean the difference between life and death. The ocean waters are driven constantly by tides, currents, and Saudi-owned super yachts. An insatiable fish, the bull shark is 9/10 appetite. Prosperity Sands reminds us that sometimes the construction of second and third homes supersedes considerations like loss of species diversity. Random mutations aren't random. They require large amounts of mutagens as a catalyst. offers us an intriguing perspective on how bull sharks hunt their prey. The solitary hunter stumbles upon another source of nourishment. Where are we going with the rest of the season? In the 70s, abandoned bales of marijuana frequently appeared along Port Clovis's shoreline. These were colorfully referred to by locals as square grouper. In 18th century America, turtle frolics were popular gatherings where guests ate turtle stew and perpetuated the institution of slavery. While homeless and itinerant, hobos will work for a living. They are not to be confused with bums, who are sedentary and refuse to work. Like my son Jeff. There's no such thing as a recession-proof business, except for the frozen banana stand. Whether boom or bust, the demand for reliable, quality frozen bananas remains a constant. Some scientists think that sharks are attracted to areas of low magnetism along the coast. To ensure the safety of the public, a bounty has been placed on the fugitive shark.
Sailing lesson. I'd sit up on his trawler waving his hunt knife and yelling at me to sail faster.
Pride in boat ownership manifests itself in a variety of ways here in Port Clovis. The bull shark is able to attain larger maximal sizes through selective feeding. These scavengers of the sea are vital in cleaning the ocean floors of edible and semi-edible detritus. With little fanfare, another bounty hunt comes to a close. The sea wolf remains acutely aware of anything that might constitute food. Beach erosion can be harmful for ecosystems by changing habitat conditions for such local fauna as seals, sea turtles, birds, and fish. Quite a strange conglomeration of stuff will end up in the stomachs of sharks. While they appreciate human sacrifices, the eldritch gods of yore are seldom enthused about being summoned to Port Clovis. Not-so-distant future, a young visionary entrepreneur will spot these three shells while snorkeling and revolutionize after-toilet etiquette. Once more, the shark turns back to this place of centered calm. This instantized protein makes a great between-meal supplement, giving the shark the energy she needs to put on serious mass. Pulling off a successful casino heist is made even harder when you drive off the road into the ocean and drown. This shark is a sort of super scavenger, completely lacking in what may be called dietary discrimination. After the end of the tiki craze, bar owners toss their Polynesian-inspired decor into the Gulf, where their kitschy charm is completely lost on native marine life. We're good with this.
There it is!
This trawler, operated by Roger Cantrell, recently broke the state record for number of revocable commercial fishing offenses. Reduced to the faceless many who live, die, and leave no record. Remarkable how quickly Port Clovis takes up arms in the name of a murderous cause. its life and possibly make different choices moving forward.
No one needs to hide. Suffocating out today. This is anticlimactic. It could be anywhere.
Another shark hunt draws to a close. Baton Tordu was built just in time for the slow decline of golf as a popular sport. The shark returns once again to her safe haven. Sound travels 4.5 times faster in water, a fact beneficial to both hunter and bird. The great white is one of nature's deadliest weapons. A balanced ecosystem is a complex and multifaceted process. What harm could arise from killing a bunch of seals? Shark must now be killed and publicly displayed to satisfy the city's thirst for revenge.
That's no joke. Small shark.
Another shark up to no good. That's it.
629 days, Prosperity Sands ain't had no shark attacks. You can thank old Pete for that. Prosperity Sands sure ain't.
The ocean is a fluid and fascinating world, always changing, forever in motion.
I really should get some polarized lenses. Nope. Well, I'm sure the shark's dead.
Port Clovis has grown bored of the hunt, leaving our shark to fight another day. Successful shark hunt is traditionally celebrated with off-brand cinnamon whiskey and large quantities of pseudoephedrine.
Get loaded for shark. Right over me.
The big fish is in quite a predicament. There is a very real risk of drowning while surfing, but at least you'll leave behind a cool-looking skeleton.
It's getting warmed up here. Should have brought my fish finder. Anybody got a good set of needle-nose pliers? Yeah, a breeze would be nice.
I like this beach here, me. Got a lot of nice-looking, wealthy women. Yeah, there's a court order says I can't be within 200 feet of the beach. But you can see a lot with a good set of binoculars.
This is anticlimactic. She's close. She's really close.
seems Port Clovis has forgotten all about its rogue shark. For now. Caviar Key features Painted Sails, a luxury 5-star resort built over the remains of Tunamacha, a pre-Columbian city that was once host to the most advanced civilization in ancient America. Of Lorenzini in the shark's head allow her to sense differences in water pressure. Bull shark is unaware. The noose around its neck tightens thanks to a crack team of shark hunters.
My ex's folk out there boated Painted Sails. But, you know, so do a lot of other New York couillons.
Rapacious rover is always swimming, searching for anything to satisfy the gluttony that is their defining trait. Blah, blah, blah. Late-stage capitalism. The shark's just here for the good times and Tannerline. Sure, it would be more practical simply to close the beaches. Why do that when you can just set loose a gang of amphetamine-fueled locals with guns? Every summer, Port Clovis plays host to the Megasonic Electro Carnival, giving a real boost to the local MDMA industry.
Don't know nothing about no raves. You throwing a fiddle door on the beach at night, you just asking to get bit.
Now where's she at? Don't have to learn the spot. Am I just seeing things? Y'all playing hide and seek? That's really a vision test. Dark shouldn't be that hard to find. I just know she's close.
The hunt ends. But this is a mere pause in the eternal struggle between man and nature. Port Clovis considered removing these naval mines after the war, but the city had already spent its annual budget booking a Nickelback cover band for the 4th of July. As the terrain of the Gulf Coast is relatively flat, even a small rise in sea levels could trigger an immense loss of land. A bull shark is an animal of broad dietary limits. If you're like me, you're probably wondering what their secret is for such durable papier-mâché. There would have been more protests surrounding Prosperity Sands were not the public already so numbed about ecological concerns in general. Mutagen 23 is certainly heating up the evolutionary arms race. This shark understands that she needs to eat essential minerals to stay healthy and grow. Angry bull shark loose, local hunters are forced to post bail and shrug off last night's hangover so they can take to the water.
Here I do. Nowhere else in town got that mango butter facial smell I like.
All I see is water. Does this smell unusual? Or is that just toy clothing? Anybody got a good set of needle-nose pliers? Anybody got...
The battle is over, but the war goes on.
false information in my video regarding crypto mining on the PlayStation 5, so essentially...
You blew it.
Thank you, Tim. I wanted to update you and make sure you knew that the crypto mining on the PS5 is not a real...
You blew it.
Okay. Could you stop?